Take it to the fridge.
So, I'm sitting on my couch yesterday. Sitting on my couch, and I look over, and on my couch, I see this ant. An ant about this big. Pretty big ant. I'm like, doing in my house, and what is it doing on my couch? So, I go to flick it. You know, like you do this with your finger or whatever, your thumb, and you go to flick something. And I guess my thumb never released, and I went to flick it, and my freaking, all of a sudden I hear this snap, pop in my knuckle, and then pain like the fire of 1,000 suns. I'm like, oh my God, did I just break my hand because of an ant? I then could not move my fingers. So I'm like, what the hell's going on? I pop it back into place. I start moving it. I'm like, okay, it's alright, it's alright. Boom, pops back out. I pop it back in, start moving it, it's okay, it's okay. Boom, pops back out. I'm like, now I gotta go.
Did you get the ant?
Still in my house, probably laughing.
He's eating your food, drinking your beer.
Dude, the thing literally, like I did that, I was like, ah! And like it just sat there for a second and then it just like crawled off. I'm like, son of a...
You flicked. You said it didn't move at all?
Dude, my finger just, I was like this, and I never let go of my thumb, and my freaking finger popped out. So I go to the emergency room, and I'm freaking in triage.
You drove yourself?
No, I had to call my mother up because I couldn't even. I don't drive a stick, but I couldn't even put my hand on the wheel. It was in so much pain. I couldn't even apply
pressure. You probably shouldn't have drove anyway, which is a good thing.
So I had to call her up. I'm like, listen, don't get excited, but I gotta go to the emergency room. So she came, she picked me up. I went into triage. Of course, they ask you how does it happen. And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I guarantee this is going to be the most ridiculous story that you've heard in. And she's like, no. I go, today. I bet you it's the most ridiculous story you heard today. I tell her the story. She's like, that's the most ridiculous thing I've heard in 6 months.
What hospital is this?
Mather.
Mather's a good hospital.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, the doctor they referred me to doesn't take my insurance. I had to call like 6 other
I got referred to 3 doctors. Thankfully, they all take my insurance.
Freaking brutal. The guy came to give me my x-ray. I'm like laying in the bed. The guy came to give me my x-ray. He's like, you got to follow me to do the x-ray. He goes, can you walk? Yeah, I can walk. I don't walk on my hands. He's like, well, I didn't know if they gave you medication or whatever. And the nurses are howling, you know. They made me tell the story like 5 times about the idiot who freaking broke his finger trying to flick an ant off. If I would have gotten hold of that thing, it probably would have disintegrated, or I would have had a hole in my wall like with 6 legs like an ant on its way to Jupiter.
Hey, what's up? You did?
If I find that thing, I'm going to go medieval on it.
Anthony or...
Take legs off.
He got you?
Get the yeah, he got me.
Okay.
$50 copay, emergency room.
So that's it. That's how I did this.
Sometimes.
That's how I did this.
Sometimes the ant wins.
Yeah. Rubber tree plant my ass.